All right, GM to YouTube. Okay, very much info has been found. I discovered that the solo guides we made yesterday were complete trolling. Complete trolling. Basically, what we found that's important is that maging the boss is really terrible. And the reason for that is because when you cast a spell at Yama, you cast a spell at him, and he's staring at you, you'll notice that he stops walking towards you. When he stops in place, his mage defense goes up by 90. So it goes from -30 to 60. Maging is awful. It's not awful if you want chill kills. If mage camping works for you, it works. It's dramatically slower though. So melee is great. Melee is really, really good. Some other tech was found, and I'm gonna just show it a second and kind of, I'll just talk while he's doing it. Basically, there's tech to allow you to melee the entire kill instead of just phase 1 and 2. And that's really important because his defense goes up even more in the final phase. So you want to be able to melee the entire kill. So there's this cool butterfly method that was found. We're calling it DONO fly. That allows you to keep meleeing at the end and just dodge everything by default. It's kind of like a bandos method, like 6-0 if you've ever done that. It just dodges everything if you do it perfectly. So this is the method. So basically you spawn in, you're spam clicking to this delay tile, and then you're attacking Yama, okay? And then you're in cycle. So now it's just anytime your true tile is hitting the next thing in the cycle, 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, you're attacking Yama right after. That's the idea. So, one more time. Click to delay. Start attacking. Attack from 1. Run to 2. Attack from there. Run to 3. Attack from there. Run to 4. Then to 4.1. Attack from there. Then to start, attack from there. Repeat the cycle. This dodges everything, and I'll show that. Like, if he just continues to go through this cycle, here's waves, so you're like, oh god. It just dodges it. Like, it just goes straight through them. It's a really, really cool method. Very, very sick. This does work solo as well. He's doing it in duo, but this does work solo. So the problem we encounter with solo is that it doesn't work forever. Eventually it breaks down. I think it's after 12 of his attacks, and he's 7 ticks. So it takes a long time. Eventually it breaks down, though. Basically, the method, and that was way overwhelming. I'm still going to explain it. Hold on. Hold on. Don't leave. The idea is we do that for a while, and then you have to mage a little bit at the end. That's the idea. Effectively get to melee almost the entire time, though. It's really, really strong. Honestly, it's kind of easier as well because all it is, the difficulty is just getting into cycle. After that, all the attacks are just dealt with. Like, you don't have to dodge anything anymore. I'll get back into how to do that, but first I want to just generally explain the kill. Generally what's going on, if this is your first time going to Yama or whatever. Before, what we were doing is like melee phase 1, melee phase 2, and then just mage phase 3 because we didn't know how to deal with that. Anytime Yama melees you on phase 3, it spawns an orb you have to kill that will heal him and hurt you like dramatically. It hits like a 40. So we were not sure how to keep meleeing, but this method allows you to. So if you want to get a feel for the kills, you don't have to do DONO fly like first kill. Like, you can just mage the last phase entirely to get a feel for it. And then once you're feeling better about it, you can start sending. But this method is super, super cool. So what you're looking at, Yama, he has 3 phases. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. He's going to spawn in. You're going to run up and hit him. He's going to do the same as Nightmare. If you've ever killed Nightmare or Fasani, 3 possible attacks. A melee attack, which is just him swinging his axe. So you're going to camp melee. You can't catch that prayer. You have to have it on before you attack. So you're going to default pray melee at all times. He has 2 other attacks he can use. He has a mage attack, which has little flames on your body. It does a little flames, and then it hits you, does a mage attack. That's mage pray. So you'd flick to mage when you see orange flames. There's also a ranged attack, which is this shadow around you. If you see a shadow around yourself, you're flicking to ranged prey. There's also these glyphs around the arena. These glyphs allow you to protect yourself from a massive special attack that he does every few attacks. He's going to either launch a giant fireball at you or do like a shadow projectile at you, okay? This hits you for like 40 to 80 damage. So the way you protect yourself from that is you're going to go clockwise every single phase. You're going to start here. You're going to start in this area, and you're looking for that. It has a huge animation, massive attack he's doing. You're going to step on this glyph to protect yourself. It's always going to start with this glyph or this glyph. So you could start in either direction. You could go counterclockwise or clockwise. You can just do clockwise as a default. You're going to step on this, and it will block that attack. It will just do nothing. And then it uses up the glyph. Basically, what you're going to do is you're praying against Yama. You're hitting him. You see a special. You step on this glyph. Back to hitting Yama, work your way over to this glyph. Repeat. You're just going to go around the room in a clock. You follow? You dig? It's not too bad. It's fairly straightforward. Every 33% damage you deal, 33.3% damage, Yama will phase, okay? And he's going to send you over to this area on the side. So you're going to rapidly jump across these. You can do it every tick. You're going to jump across these. And the judge of Yama, this little demon over here, is going to shoot fireballs at you. You're going to dodge them. Gonna dodge between them, okay? The judge is a guaranteed max hit on the right style, but you have to use mage and then melee, okay? So it's always gonna be a mage hit, then a melee hit, repeat. Doesn't matter what happens. This is not like demonic gorillas. There's no threshold. It's every single hit, no matter what. No matter what. What you can do is you can do a mage hit once you get to this stone. So if you pre-switch, you can hit him a little early, but no big deal if you don't do that. You're just trying to do mage, melee, mage, melee. He's going to shoot little skulls at your character. It's the same as a tormented demon. It's going to shoot little skulls at the ground where you're standing. So you just step to the side. Very easy. What you can also do is step underneath the judge. When he shoots a skull at you, it will actually damage himself when it hits him a little bit. So what you can do is, you know, melee, do your switch, back under, do your switch, you know, hit him, switch, but every time you're going underneath him, it'll do a little bit more damage. And you don't have to do that. It's a minor time save, but it's a nice way to improve. Okay, that'll bring you to phase 2. Phase 2. Something I neglected to mention last phase. Whenever he's going to do a special, right before that, it's going to do 2 things. If he's going to shoot a fireball at you, it'll do flames across the sides of the arena. If you get hit by those, it stuns you in place, and it can get you killed because you can't reach the glyph in time. You'll be stunned, okay? So something to keep in mind. When he does that big shadow special, it'll do big waves of, like, energy across the screen. If those hit you, it drops your prayer, so you can get comboed. Okay, so those are probably the most dangerous things in the fight. If you're in like a hardcore or something, that's probably where you'll get killed. So it's always important to be close to the next glyph for the phase before that special starts. We just killed the judge. We're starting phase 2. Phase 2 is the exact same deal. Start clockwise or counterclockwise. This time, though, the specials are more dangerous. It does tremendously more damage. And for the fire one, it's going to drop a giant-ass meteor on your head. That's going to disable your run energy, so you have to be right next to the glyph or you can't make it. You can't control click out of that like Tormented Demons or anything like that. You have to be right next to the glyph. So really important to be rotating and staying right next to the glyphs that you need to use. You follow? You dig? Okay, that's going to start phase 3. Same deal as before. It's going to teleport you to the judge, kill him the exact same way. Mage, melee, step unders. You follow. You dig. Yes? Phase 3 is the hardest part of the fight. It's completely different. It's extremely hard. Okay, so this is what's going to kill you. It's very, very difficult. I have this fancy tech to avoid everything. If it's your first time in the fight, throw on your mage gear. Don't go in melee range. It's bad. Don't go in melee range. What he's going to do is he's going to start tossing you rows of meteorites, okay? These big meteorites, they're going to be in a line. You want to step perpendicular to them. So if this is the line of meteorites, you would step here. It's then going to do it diagonal. A line of meteorites like this. You're going to step here. So it's always going to be perpendicular to the way the meteorites are facing. Do you follow? It'll do 3 sets. So it'll be like this, it'll be like this, and it'll be like this. You're always just going to step in the middle, perpendicular. And you're just going to be maging the whole time. He's also going to be throwing the same attacks as before at you. It's got to be mage, range, alternating attacks. So he's going to do a mage attack. Then he's going to do a range attack. It's very simple. Okay, it's always going to be the other attack style each time. Lots to keep track of. Got to dodge meteorites, swapping prayers, alternating. Then he's going to do massive diamond waves. The whole screen's going to be covered. What you can do is you can actually stand, if you mark this tile, just left of Yama. Okay, it's off center slightly. It's going to do the diamond towards you this way. You can actually dodge through the middle of these rows of flames because they're in this giant diamond pattern. So you can run straight through it from here. Meteorites, dodge perpendicular. Alternating prayers. Diamond waves. Run through it. Ah! It's a lot. It's a lot, okay? All right. But you can get your first KCs that way. It will work fine. That's probably the hardest part of the fight. Now, you can melee during that part and skip everything, okay? So this is the cool tech. If you want to try that, what you're going to do is that right after you kill the judge, you're going to be spam clicking to the delay tile. So here's the problem with starting this, because otherwise it would be super free. It would be just like, oh, just click here and then start it. It would be consistent and it would always work. The problem is the judge can throw you all kinds of different tiles. You can spawn here, you can spawn here. I think it might just be this whole square. And that changes how quickly you can get to Yama. That makes it hard to set up. So what you're gonna do is get to Yama in 3 game ticks. 3 game ticks! We wanna hit Yama. So if you spawn over here, you typically are gonna spawn in this area. This is standard. Spam click to the delay tile. So you'd run like this. Watch my character. True tile, and immediately click Yama. Pew! Just hit him on the 3rd tick, right? Oh, well, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. We're hitting Yama. Okay? Now here's where it gets awkward. What if you spawn right here? Okay? Or in this area, like fairly close to the blue tile. You need to stop a tick, right? Because if I just click and attack Yama, that was 2. 2 ticks. If you get there in 2 ticks, he'll punch your ass. He'll hit you a 50. It'll spawn an orb. You'll go, ah! Bad. So how do we avoid that? Stop on this tile, okay? So click here. Stop, attack. Third tick, we're hitting him, okay? That's the hardest action of this whole thing. It's the getting there in 3 ticks, okay? You'll either spawn right next to delay, or the more common thing is you're pretty far away. If you're far away, it's just click when True Tile's here, click Yama. Okay? Then what? Then what are we doing? Okay? I'm on the right tick. I followed that far. What are we doing now? Attack, click to 1. Through this whole cycle, you're just going to be clicking Yama as soon as your True Tile gets to this tile. Okay? So attack. True Tile. Attack. 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 Okay, so this is when it gets awkward. Okay? This is the only part of the cycle that is not what I just said. Okay? When you get here and you attack, you need to click here, and then to the DONO tile, and you need to wait until you're off cooldown. Okay? We just swung. Click, 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 Yama. You follow? If you go early, he's gonna cut your head off! No more head. No more head. It's gone. This is the one tile you need to wait on. Okay? So you're gonna go here, here, wait, click Yama. Repeat many, many times until boss dies. Okay? So I'm gonna run you through it. You can see it in action. That's the idea. That's what we're gonna be doing. Okay? All right? We've got the general idea. Let's do it. Let's do it. First things first, cast all your spells before you start the fight. Quick Thrall Death Charge. This is Word of Arceus. This is why I bring Nature Runes. It reduces his damage by 10%. Kind of nice. So instead of just spamming DPS specs, what you want to do is hit him with Emberlight specs. And miss them all. So your goal is to get to 3 Emberlight specs. That's going to be the damage cap. And I see a lot of people saying, like, why don't you bring BGS? It's because an Emberlight on average is better drain than a BGS. So you just want to spam Emberlights, basically. Very, very easy. And you saw me just null that first special by stepping on that glyph, just like I was talking about, right? So we're praying melee, we're flicking to ranged mage. When you see a giant area of effect thing, touch the glyph. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. And you just keep working your way to the next glyphs. Now, there's a chance when he does a special, instead he replaces it with orbs, and we'll see if we end up getting it. But there's a way to deal with that as well. Oh, you're so kind. Orbs. So you could kill these. That wastes time and energy, so let's not do that. So, when they're just about filling up past half, run on 2 glyphs. So look, they're going to pop, and I get 2 blocked hits. No heal on the boss, right? That's the idea. But you got to be quick. I was talking, not paying attention. Right after that, you're going to have to next glyph. And then the cycle repeats. So you just go to the next glyph right after that. You follow? It doesn't always do that. It's random what he's going to do. You don't always get that orb attack just like that. I'm stupid. You have to skip one as well. You have to skip one when you do that. It's very rare you do this little damage. It's only because I didn't hit Emberlight. You have to skip one glyph in the cycle when you do the orbs. Something to keep in mind. So I did a hit on that row. We're going to hit him just like this. Make sure you do Mark of Darkness. That's pretty important for your damage. You see I gained like 20 max hits. So I'm not doing the step unders right now, but this is what the step unders look like. So you do it like this. Of course, I'm on a bad tick cycle here, and it's not doing the skulls under him. Let me just show that I'll kill him with this. He's dead. So it does a little bit of extra damage. Kind of nice. Throw that in there. We're going to throw him another spec. Hopefully this one lands. Okay, cool. I'll take that. We'll start on this side this time because it's just convenient. Doesn't matter which side you start on. He does text, a big animation, step on the tile. I'll try to show the prayers a little better here as well. So that's a ranged attack. See if he does a flame attack here. Getting ready for the special. This is that giant meteor. That's why we're standing right next to that. That's a mage attack. See the flames on me? That's a mage attack. Mage. Okay. Just run through that. Okay, he spawned orbs. Cool. Same as before. Same protocol. When it's just about half, we're going to click on these. Or just above half. So one more swing. Go. Cool. Now we're safe. And immediately get ready to hit the last glyph, because he's going to do a special like that. There you go. So now the next special is going to be over here, but I see we're at 33%. We're good. It's going to phase now. Okay, just kidding. Now. Sometimes he's a little weird about when he phases. There we go. Sometimes it takes a second. Okay. We're going to set up the special now. This is the DONO fly tag. We'll do some step unders here to show that the skulls hurt him. Cool. Okay, we're getting ready to spam click to the delay tile. Click on him. Then every time our true tile reaches a tile, click to the next one. Here we need to delay. But the rest are just as soon as your true tile gets there, click him. Now, he still throws you attacks. You can see it's mage range. So you can still, if this is your first time, honestly, I would just keep mage pray up because you can tank. And then as you get better, try to throw in the protection prayers. Okay, and the orbs are spawned. Let's just get out of it. Nice, not bad though. Now let's just kill these off. You can throw these as spec. You're guaranteed to one-shot them with Mark of Darkness. So that's cool. And we'll just mage the rest. And you can see, like, dodging these, it's just step perpendicular wherever they're standing. And I'm going to hang out in this area to dodge these. Just like that. Praying ranged. You can see this is a lot to deal with. But DONO Fly really lets you just, like, not deal with it and do a bunch of damage. It's amazing. Super, super strong. Okay, dodging. Okay, these guys spawned. Okay, he's almost dead. Almost. Almost. We're getting there. I think that's it. Okay, cool. Nice, not bad. What was that kill time? Just curious. 546. Okay, not terrible. Not terrible at all. Oh, barrel. Huge, huge, huge. I would say that's a slow kill because I missed a bunch of specs. If you land specs, I've seen sub 5 doing that. So, pretty good. It's not bad at all. You can get really, really quick kills, and it also just simplifies things at the end if you nail the tech. So the spawn there, the spawn on my delay, I was here. This is really standard. Anytime you're not right next to delay, it's just like click to it and attack, just like I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out budget gear and try it again with some crustier gear, and I'll show it again in case you're not in like the Giga Hypermax, but we'll show that. What are Burning Claws for? Yeah, I never got to use them. The reason I was bringing Burning Claws is because once you landed 3 Emberlight specs, he's at the defense cap. You can't lower him anymore, right? So at that point, it's better to just spam Burning Claws. So that's why I bring those along. Just in that case, they didn't quite come in handy, unlucky. Can you explain how Ned sells rope in Draenor Village? So the important thing to remember is that Ned sells rope. And you can actually trade him balls of wool for rope. It's really, really important to remember. Okay, we're back. I downgraded a bit, all right? So we have the cheesy Fire Max Cape. We have some Bandos Face Guard, Torture instead of Rancor, Berserker Ring instead of Altor, no more Vernic, and I dropped down to Arims, okay? Pretty basic, like, starter gear setup. Fairly cheap. A lot of people ask me about synapses. Do you need them? Get synapses. Get synapses. They're so good. They're so important. This is almost the same as a shadow, okay? They're almost the exact same DPS. It's incredibly good. You need this. You need it. It's strong. Can you get kills without it? Yes. Should you? No. Arclight is usable, okay? So if you only have 1 synapse, you actually want a Purging Staff, which is crazy because it's always been the most worthless one, but it's the important one at Yama. Surprise, surprise. Arclight is usable. It is better than a Scythe. I've seen people pushing Scythe. Scythe is trash. It's really, really inaccurate. All the Demon Bane weapons are multiplied by 1.2 here, okay? So Demon Bane is insanely strong. Even Arclight beats a Scythe, okay? Try to get both synapses if possible. I know they're expensive right now. I know Iron Men don't want to get them. Get them, though. They're so good. It's feasible with Arclight. Purging Staff's really important, though. It's so important. Okay? All right. That's my spiel. This is going to be the same as before. It's just going to be a bit slower kills. Okay? But it should be doable. It would be funny if I beat the last kill by getting Emberlight specs. That would be sick. We'll see, we'll see. I always just leave an inventory spot open so I can equip like claws and stuff. It's just nice. I don't like worrying about juggling food, so All right, hit our spells. Start the boss. Oh, I landed specs. It might be happening. Oh, I didn't mention he poisons. So that's why we're using Sandfuse. You also could just pre-pot extended anti-venom. That works fine. It'll last long enough. So that is an option. But if you're a baller, you use Sandfuse, right? Be baller. So same as before, it's always just like move up towards the next tile, praying melee. Big ring of fire. Hit the tile. Poison hits 20. Yeah, it hits super hard. Sandfuse are cheap. They're cheaper than they used to be. Yeah, that is true. That's a mage hit. Gonna dodge through this. And we got orbs. Cool. So again, with the orbs, it's just when it's a little bit above halfway charged, we're gonna go run. So right about now, let's go. Perfect. That'll block them both. Boom. No heal on the boss. Quickly move up to the next tile because he immediately does a special. Cool. And we're going to skip one. So we're not quite at the DPS for the next threshold. Let's move up to here. Okay, special. Comes back just in time. Ain't it perfect? Perfect. I accidentally took that shadow. You could see it drop my prayer and hit me for 20. Okay, cool. It's always good to eat when you get to the judge if you're low health, because there's going to be downtime where you're not hitting stuff. Good time to eat. Oh, I'm not marked to darkness. Doing no damage. Haha. There we go. Yeah, that's plus, what, 18 max hits? Pretty good. Okay. Want to make sure you always death charge for this too. It does work on him. So death charge good. Let's give him another spec. This will be their third Emberlight if it lands. Oh, you're all the way over there. How rude. No! Unlucky. I would have started Burning Claw specs after that if it landed. Step on the tile. We're good. Move to the next. He's about to do the special. It's always preceded by those, like, flame snakes. Huge. If you do miss that attack, it just straight up one-shots you. You can hit over 100, so don't miss that. Dodge through. Come back. Okay, it's orbs. Same as before. A little bit above half, we're going to run. And immediately work up to the next. And then you want to skip a glyph, because this one will not be it. It'll be a meteor. So you want to get close to it. Be ready for when it comes back. And I've just got to tank these. Oh my god, it comes back take perfect? I didn't even know that. That's beautiful. I've never had, like, it take this long without crusty gear. So this is a crusty gear moment. It works, though. It works. Do a pre-switch so I'm ready to mage the Yama, or the Judge of Yama. Give him a mage hit. Do a switch. Cool. Okay, we're going to get ready to spam click to the delay tile. Eat up to full, even if it's like going to waste some health. Doesn't matter. You want to be ready. Full health for this. Spam click delay. Click him. Just like so. It's gonna go straight through those waves. You can even throw in Burning Claw specs when you're feeling frisky. Okay, and the orbs popped up. Let's give him one more hit and get out of there. Cool. All right, we're just going to mage the rest. Now, we didn't do too much damage because bad gear moment, but that's okay. We'll still get the kill off. The timing on this, you click right before it gets to you. So you got to click basically on top of the tile, if that makes sense. So I'll show it again here. On top of it, right? That dodges it. It's a little deceptive, but that's what you're trying to do. Okay, orbs are up. Make sure death charge if you can. Oops. Eat food, back on it. We're just alternating prayers here. Mage range, mage range. Clicking on top of this. Perpendicular. On top of it. That's it. There you go. Okay, not terrible. Not terrible at all. 630. It was almost the same kill time. Obviously, I landed specs. Oh, 850 catalyst. Not bad, not bad. So obviously, I landed specs, which helps. It's going to be a little bit slower than that, probably on average. But not bad. Not bad. I'd say that was a lucky budget kill and an unlucky, like, full kill. That's roughly a minute time difference there with that huge gear differential, so... You can see how much the synapses carry. Like, they're so important. Most of the damage you deal comes in those synapses, so... Not bad at all. So I never had it happen every single time I was far away. You saw, I think I spawned here this time, where I walked up to delay that last tick. So I did this. Just immediately hit Yama. There will be a time where you spawn really close to it. And it just didn't happen. That's okay. When you spawn close to it, you just got to remember you got to delay. Delay a tick. Delay on the delay tile when you're really close. Okay, so you're going to... Click Yama. You basically wait for your character to catch up to the tile. That's like the timing. So it's like, he catches up, click. Right? Yes. Something like that. That's the difference, though. Normally, you're going to spawn far away. Roughly in this area. Spam click to delay tile. Spam click Yama. That's it. Emberlight is dramatically better than anything else last phase. His defense goes up massively. So doing this is roughly 20 to 30% better DPS. So it's really, really good DPS. It also just, like, lets you brain off, like, skip everything. So it's kind of easier in a way. It's harder, but easier, if that makes sense. It's kind of tough throwing in the mage range praise. But again, you can also just camp mage spray and just eat after you're forced to get out of it as well. You usually are tanking the range hits, so that's an option too. Just a way you can improve is throwing the mage and range switches. There is at no point a time where mage is good. You follow? Doesn't matter what your setup is. Melee just is so much better, okay? The mage defense is really high. You never, ever want to be camping mage, and I'm sorry I sold you bad info in the old guide. It's all about the Arclight or the Emberlight, whichever one you have. It's your best option, constantly, the whole time. Mage camp is doable. You can do it and get kills. It's much, much simpler. But melee is so much better. It's so much faster. It's so much better. Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else we need to mention? I think I covered that pretty comprehensively. That's it for the solo guide. I hope this helps you. Shout out to DONO for figuring this out on freaking day one. I don't even know how. Whatever, man. Shout out to DONO. Actually crazy. Actually crazy. Leave a like if you liked it and or subscribe. Check description for the tiles. Bye. Mwah!